Okay, so now we're putting standard form of a linear equation. Well, the standard form of a linear equation is ax plus by equals c. And this is typically how you guys will see these equations written. Okay, so how are you going to graph when you have an equation in your standard form? Like x minus 2y equals 4. Well, we would want to get that into our y equals mx plus b form. Okay, y equals mx plus b. So how can I get this into this form here? Well, most of you guys are going to say that you need to get y by itself. Sorry, that was not good. Get y by itself. Now, there are two simple steps that you guys need to do to get your y by itself. So we're going to practice those over here on this next slide. It says graph the following: x minus 2y equals 4. And off to the margins, you guys can kind of write out these steps over here. So the first thing that I need to do when I'm trying to get y by itself, I need to move the x term to the other side. So step one, move the x term to the other side. So what's that look like on this occasion or this equation? Well, I've got x minus 2y equals 4. I need to subtract that x to the other side of the equation. When I do that, I still have a negative. It's a negative 2y equals negative x plus 4. Now, those two terms do not combine together because they are not like terms. Okay, so we moved our x term to the other side. The second step, I need to divide everything. Divide everything by the number in front of the y. So what's in front of the y here? Well, there's a negative 2 in front of the y here. So now I'm going to divide everything by that negative 2. And I like to show that I'm dividing each individual thing by negative 2 because I think it makes it easier for us to understand what we're doing. So those two negative 2's cancel. I get y equals. Now remember on this here, that is a negative x. That's a negative 1x. So I have a negative 1 divided by a negative 2, which is just a positive 1/2. Okay, x. And then a positive 4 divided by a negative 2 gives me a negative 2. Okay, positive 4 divided by negative 2 gives me negative. Okay, now I just need to graph this thing. So my y-intercept is at negative 2. Marking up negative 2 down here. Okay, I've got a slope of 1/2. So that means that I can go up 1, because that's positive, and I can go to the right 2 spots. I could also go down 1 and to the left 2 spots. Either way you want to do that would work for these lines here. And then we're just going to draw our lines through. And I think I've told you guys this in the past that have had me. I like to put multiple dots on there just because I think it's easier to draw a straight line on that, the more dots that you have, but you really only have to have 2 dots to be able to draw that line. Okay, so there you guys go, graphing it when it's in its standard form. Okay, let's do another one here. Okay, on this one here, I want you guys to pause this video and try and do this one on your own. Pause it, try and do it on your own. Okay, hopefully you guys have paused this video here. So again, when we want to graph these, we've got to get y by itself. So I'm going to move my x term over, minus 3x. Okay, when I do that, I have a positive 4y equals negative 3x minus 8. Remember, those x and the 8 cannot combine. They're not like terms. Divide by the number in front of the y. Divide by 4. Divide by 4. When I do that, I get a y equals negative 3/4 x minus 2. Y-intercept is at negative 2. I can go down 3 and to the right 4 to find a point. I could also go up 3 and to the left 4. Up 3 and to the left 4. So I've got my points there. Honestly, I can't really add any more to this graph. Draw my line all the way through it. Remember, I will have rulers for you guys to use on this as well. So if you need a ruler, just let me know. I sometimes forget things. Okay. But that's what we're doing as far as graphing them in the standard form. Just get them into your y equals mx plus b. Okay. You guys now have lesson practice. That's what I used to call the on your own stuff. So if you guys would do those now, and then when you guys get finished with that, bring your notes to class and we'll be ready to go.